Okay, fellas, trunks are good on both sides. We went over the rules in the dressing room. I'm going to protect you, but you have to protect yourself at all times and keep this fight clean at all times. And remember what I say, you must obey. Good luck to both of you. Touch them up.
Bradley told Pacquiao, "You don't have it anymore, Manny." Manny Pacquiao said, "We'll see you in the ring." Bradley told Pacquiao, "I'm going to knock you out." Pacquiao said, "We'll see you in the ring." Here they are in the ring.
Round one begins. Is it round one of a new fight or round 13 of the first one? Body shot by Pacquiao. Body shot by Bradley. First two meaningful punches of the fight. Uppercut by Bradley, just a tiny bit short. Bradley blocking Pacquiao's jab with his glove. Both fighters fighting at a safe distance so far.
Both fighters doing a lot of countering right now, trying to hunt for that big shot.
Bradley looks to me early more confident than he did in their first fight, when he didn't know really what to expect from Pacquiao. He never gauged his speed or power. He looks like a more confident, relaxed fighter in this first round.
Yeah, that was the first big right hand I think that Bradley really hit Pacquiao with in the 13 rounds that they've shared. He hit Pacquiao with a good left right hand, and it prompted a smile from Pacquiao.
Well, it's virtually the only meaningful punch so far. They both landed body shots in the first minute. The second minute has been mostly a festival of blocked punches, as both are defending very well.
But in their first fight already in the first round, when Pacquiao would land even a partially blocked punch, it would move Bradley differently than when Bradley hit Pacquiao, and here that's not the case.
No. I haven't seen Bradley get close, Pacquiao get close enough to do that kind of thing yet. He's fighting at a greater distance tonight than was the case in round one of the first fight, or so it appears to me. Finally, Pacquiao comes forward and tries to land something upstairs. Right hand by Bradley.
Pacquiao looks like he's already been marked on his right cheek.
Well, Bradley throwing a much stronger right hand in this fight.
Might want to pay attention at home to who you think is winning these rounds. I think Bradley's winning this one.
Another good combination by Bradley. Pacquiao trying to come back with a left hand. And if either fighter got over in round one, it would appear to have been Timothy Bradley.
Babang kamay, babang kamay. Masyadong mabagal ang kalaban. Kitang-kita mga suntok, ha?
Okay, you're doing real well when you're on your toes. Keep boxing in and out, side to side. All right?
Okay. Slow him down. Okay, that's how you take his speed away. Okay?
Defense high.
Okay.
Keep the chin down.
When you go to
Here
jab,
you see the table turn already. Bradley could counter Pacquiao's jab in the first round this time with a straight right hand, whereas in the first fight, Pacquiao countered Bradley's jab at about the same time in the first round and made Bradley change the way he jabbed all night.
That was the best punch in the round. CompuBox saw it as pretty much an even round. Pacquiao 7 out of 44. Bradley 7 out of 41. Bradley with a slight advantage in connected power punches. 6-5.
I thought
Bradley gets off to an earlier start in round two.
I thought he won it clean.
Good hook by Pacquiao. And what Bradley has done already this fight that he didn't do the first time was he showed Pacquiao already that he had the power to knock him out.
With one right hand?
Yes, with one right hand. When you see Pacquiao smiles, when you saw Pacquiao smile at that right hand, that let you know that he felt it.
Well, Bradley literally drew first blood with that right hand. Little bit of it, but blood nonetheless.
Pacquiao slightly more aggressive now in round 2. Placing his feet closer to Bradley's. Coming forward, looking for an opportunity. Pacquiao lands the left hand there.
And I'm like Max, because Bradley is standing a little lower, we have to be really careful of a headbutt.
Good hard left hand by Pacquiao.
That hurt Bradley, his leg lock.
Drives him back. Pacquiao now looking to follow up. Hard right hand by Bradley. Momentarily stops the Pacquiao rush. Another left hand by Pacquiao. And another. Just missed with a hook. Bradley trying to land a couple of body punches.
We saw Bradley survive hell in the second round against Probodnikov, but the difference is Pacquiao can throw 20 punches before most guys can respond.
Now
Here,
Bradley's coming back. He lands a hard right hand of his own. We got a firefight in round number 2. Both guys have landed hard shots. Bradley skirmishing with Pacquiao, going after him the same way he went after Ruslan Probodnikov. When Probodnikov landed hard shots on him.
But the thing that he knows in the back of his mind is that Marquez got Bradley like this, and this is what he's banking on.
You mean he got Pacquiao like that?
I mean, he got Pacquiao like that, yes.
Exactly.
And that's what Bradley's banking on.
Right.
He's hoping that Pacquiao comes
get
at him.
Pacquiao to overcommit.
Exactly.
I think he also believes that Pacquiao no longer has the same level of commitment that he once did, that Bradley now does. And in this kind of fight, Bradley in his prime is going to be too much for Pacquiao. I think that's what Bradley believes.
Bradley lands a right, then misses all the way over the top of Pacquiao's head.
Step back, fellas.
10 seconds to go in the round. Early part of the round belonged to Pacquiao. Bradley has come back well.
Okay. Are you gonna start getting stupid in there, baby?
I'm just trying to get back.
Huh? Okay, when you wanna get him back, you better be fucking smart. Okay, because he's shooting the left hand. Okay, stay fucking smart. Make him miss. Here, where's the mouthpiece?
Stay up on him, Tim.
Stay smart, dude. Keep the same pace you were doing in the first round. Make him miss. Make him fall short, Tim. Come on, make him fall short and make him pay.
All right, you set the pace now.
Here you see Pacquiao line that jab up and throw a beautiful straight left hand down the pipe. Bradley tried to react to it, but he reacted a little late, and his punch, Pacquiao's punch got to the target before Pacquiao's right glove could stop the punch. Best punch of the fight for Pacquiao. Best punch for both fighters. That punch knocked him off balance.
Miguel Cotto at ringside, enjoying the action in rounds 1 and 2. Another close round in CompuBox numbers. Pacquiao 15 out of 41. Bradley 11 out of 55. Pacquiao with a 12-11 edge in power shots landed, and he landed the biggest shot of the round, that one left hand.
And I think, like the first round, a decisive round, this time for Pacquiao, based on the fact that he appeared to hurt Bradley with the left hand.
And Harold Letterman agrees with you so far, Max. Pacquiao lands another 1-2. Right jab, left cross. Bradley gets in the left-hand body shot after Pacquiao tries to pin him against the ropes. Crowd oohing and awing as Pacquiao lands a left-hand shot, throwing fluidly, landing a 1-2 there, and another left there.
And Tim Bradley just trying to make Pacquiao work, so he's trying to hit Pacquiao with one big shot, which is very smart on his part.
While Bradley played some good defense there, he also absorbed at least 2 real shots in that flurry without responding, though here he's starting to do some work.
Yeah, but he's trying to wear Pacquiao down, get Pacquiao to a slugfest where he knows he has a chance to knock him out if he can.
Bradley doing a lot of blue-collar work there against the ropes, pounding away to Pacquiao's rib cage and his arms.
And this is Bradley's fight right here.
Pacquiao landing and ducking effectively there. Landing a left again. Good left hand inside for Pacquiao, and another one.
This is the fight that Bradley wants, though.
Good body shot by Bradley.
Oh, the leverage that these two are getting on these punches right now.
Big shots. Hard right hand by Bradley. Pacquiao's had a big round with the left hand. Bradley's trying to even it up to the body.
And Bradley meant exactly what he said by saying he's going to try to knock Pacquiao out. Because he's trying his hardest. Oh, good shot by Pacquiao.
Well, Bradley's doing what George Foreman used to warn against, following a puncher.
You don't care. At this point, Bradley could care less. He's just trying to get him one shot.
I'm wondering if Bradley won't give away some rounds with that strategy.
He don't care about giving away rounds.
He thinks he's going to score a knockout win.
Exactly. You see how he banging to the body? That's all he wants.
Okay, relax. Beautiful.
Just play around.
Okay lang yung fake. Okay lang yung
It's okay to fake.
Okay, perfect. That's good. Okay.
When he fucking comes swinging punches at you. You got this? Come on, Tim. Let's get this shit going. Let's go. You good?
Take a look at the histrionics of Manny Pacquiao's mother during that round. Look at what Manny Pacquiao's mother goes through just in the course of a few seconds during that kind of combat. Imagine that this is the case for the entire 12 rounds, if in fact it turns out to be that kind of a fight.
It won't go that long, Jim.
And his wife, Jinky, is not here tonight. Normally, Jinky Pacquiao is a very visible figure at ringside, and we show her to you. But tonight, she is back in the Philippines, expecting any minute their fifth child. CompuBox numbers in the third round: Pacquiao 24 of 68, Bradley 17 of 62. 22 of Pacquiao's landed punches were power shots. Harold, how do you have it through three?
I've got it 2 rounds to 1, 29-28. Manny Pacquiao. I got Timothy Bradley in the first round, but in rounds 2 and 3, Manny Pacquiao landed that left hand. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you know, Jim, the problem in this fight is you can't knock out Timothy Bradley. The guy got a jaw like iron. I would try to hit him with the stool, I swear to God. Terrific shots landed by Pacquiao in rounds 2 and 3 to win those rounds. But it's a great fight. 2-1, Manny Pacquiao.
I agree with
body shot on the belt line.
I agree with Harold's score. It's not just Tim's chin, though. He's been on the deck before. Instead, he gets up. It's that no matter how bad trouble he's been in his career in the past, and he has been in several spots, he miraculously fights through because of his conditioning and his will to win.
I don't like how Pacquiao's not reacting to Tim's body shots. He's allowing Tim to just land the body shots clean, and that's going to hurt him down the line, I think.
Tim is selling out on those body shots.
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
bringing everything with him.
Too much into him, and Pacquiao is allowing him to do that.
Well, because Pacquiao is focused on offense upstairs.
Yeah, but he needs to go to Tim's body as well if he's going to do that.
Good right hook by Pacquiao. Momentarily stopped Bradley. And Bradley with the right hand momentarily lifted Pacquiao off his feet. Both guys landing big shots again.
Best punch of the fight for Bradley, I think.
Another right hand lands for Bradley there.
Pacquiao's one of the all-time great knockout artists. Bradley has never knocked out a world-class fighter, and it's Bradley who's gunning for it here.
Good body shot by Pacquiao.
Now Pacquiao goes to the body. chasing and chasing. Finally makes that right hand count.
And he did something earlier in this round that he hasn't done thus far with Pacquiao, which is, I think, momentarily shake him up.
Oh, good shot.
Another good right hand shot by Bradley to the body.
I think Pacquiao now knows that Bradley, for the first time, can hurt him. I think he hurt him briefly with a right hand earlier in the round.
I agree. Never seen Tim Bradley try to put so much power on every punch, as has been the case so far. There's Monica Bradley, now the manager of Timothy Bradley, in addition to being his wife. Since the last fight against Juan Manuel Marquez, Bradley removed his manager Cameron Duncan and anointed Monica for that role.
Not much, dude. All you have to do is fucking just walk him down with your defense up, keep moving, and catch him on the way in, dude. He's fucking fading. He's fading, kid. Let's go, baby. Talk to me.
You wonder how physically strong Tim is? He picks Pacquiao completely off the ground with his overhand right. Watch Pacquiao's feet. Both feet right here are off the ground, suspended in midair with one overhand right. I don't think nobody expected that Timothy Bradley would come to a fight and punch this hard.
Once again, I've never seen him sell out for power so much on every shot. CompuBox numbers through 4 rounds. Pacquiao 59 of 195. Bradley 47 of 211. Pacquiao carving out small advantages in power punches landed and in overall connects.
Well, if the strategy doesn't backfire, then this is truly a fighter in his prime in Tim Bradley, who for the first time is not only combining the determination and the conditioning and boxing skills, but combining that using his physical strength to generate punching power, which he hasn't showed in his career to this point.
Bradley got himself out of position against the ropes. Pacquiao was able to excite the crowd momentarily with a left hand. They trade a left and a right.
What else we have to remember here is that Pacquiao has had a lot of battles, but not many battles that he had where he had to sustain this high of intent the whole round. Brad is making him fight full intent the whole 3 minutes of every round. That's taken a lot out of Pacquiao as well.
Well, he did it as a lighter division fighter against Morales and
but they
Marquez at that time.
Yeah, they weren't quite as physically strong as Timothy Bradley.
Tim Bradley told us that throughout training camp, he often sparred 10-minute rounds with 30 seconds rest between the 10-minute rounds, trying to keep the intensity up all the way. Partially that's because one thing for which Pacquiao was criticized in the first fight was coasting through the first 2 minutes of several rounds and trying to load up the damage into the last minute of the round to buy the round from the judges. And many say, well, that's one of the ways that he lost the fight, that the judges didn't call for that. Tonight, Pacquiao appears to be trying to fight more intensely throughout all 3 minutes, but Bradley is even more intense.
We might be looking at one of those swing rounds that can determine a fight, guys, if this goes the distance. I think 1 and 4 were Bradley, 2 and 3 were Pacquiao. Who's winning this round? And there's a minute left in it still.
Up for grabs. Up for grabs.
Oh, another good shot
right hand by Bradley.
Another good hook by Bradley.
And those shots may have negated some of the good work that Pacquiao did in the middle of this round.
That punch blocked by Pacquiao. Bradley, often the aggressor here, giving Pacquiao some chances to counter. This minute has turned quiet in a round that does not yet seem decided. Now who will try to steal it in the last 15 seconds? Pacquiao unloads a combination. Pacquiao driving Bradley back to the jab. Pacquiao lands the left. Pacquiao might have stolen the round.
I don't know if he did enough. That round may be split on the judges' scorecards.
He got hurt. He got hurt. Put your hand down.
Wake up! Tim, you're dominating that fight. He can't do shit. He's already frustrated, Tim. Come on, dude. Okay, always fucking engage.
Jack Nicholson enjoying the action. A birthday coming up in 10 days. Happy birthday, Jack. Turning to talk to his daughter Lorraine, seated next to him on the right shoulder. Cubby box numbers in round 5. Pacquiao 14 out of 42. Bradley 11 out of 46. Pacquiao 9-8, power advantage. Those numbers squaring with most of the numbers we've seen so far in this fight. Harold Edelman gave the 5th round to Bradley.
Bradley did land the more obvious big clean shots with about a minute to go in the last round.
Then Pacquiao tried to steal it at the end.
Pacquiao needs to do something impactful here now because Bradley seems to have caught a second win. Good combination by Pacquiao.
Bradley switched up southpaw and tried to run Pacquiao into a left hand in the power position just then.
Bradley is throwing high and keeping Pacquiao's hands at home. Pacquiao's doing a pretty good job of blocking the punches. There he lands a left cross across the top.
Keep in mind that Pacquiao, before it was known as being Pacquiao because of what had happened to him against Marquez, you could say it was known as being Pacquiao for what he did to Ricky Hatton. He has demonstrated that one-punch ability in the past.
Now Timothy Bradley slowed down a little bit, so now Pacquiao can get back into his normal rhythm.
Little left hook lands for Bradley. No big shots so far in this round. Pacquiao a little bit more defensive in this round, blocking another shot there.
You'd like to see Pacquiao throw a few more body shots.
Already it's such a different fight from their first fight. Even in the second half of the fight where Bradley had greater success than he did in the first half, he neutralized Pacquiao, maybe without really actually winning that many rounds in most people's minds. Here, it's just a different kind of fight.
Bradley cornered, ducking away. Pacquiao throwing all the punches.
Barely landing, though.
Not many landing, no. Bradley trying to motion Pacquiao in and set him up for a counter, and the round comes to a close.
Grappling will take care of that. He'll be saying he got you in every punch. He didn't even touch you. Hey, you're losing your rhythm. What the fuck is wrong? I'm hurting. Okay, it doesn't matter. You gotta, hey, we'll go home? You wanna go home? We'll fucking go home right now. Okay.
True to your technique.
Go. He doesn't have enough to finish. All you have to do, Tim, is don't let him sit up. Frustrate his ass.
Reason to go toe to toe. Don't exchange punches.
Now here, when you're on the ropes like that, you have the painting first. Painting first, okay? You have to.
Pull towards. Happy box numbers in the 6th. Pacquiao 12 out of 53. Bradley 8 out of 50. Pacquiao with a 10-8 power advantage. Again, those numbers very much in line with what we've seen so far through the fight. Harold, how do you have it through 6?
I got it 3 rounds apiece. 57-57, I got it even. That's funny. Timothy Bradley's got that thudded Marvin Hagler-like power. He comes in with really hard power shots, and he does damage when he lands. On the other hand, Pacquiao really hasn't been turning Bradley the way he turned him in the first round, in my estimation. More standing in front of him and less angles. You know, you remember where he used to go back to the right, then he would go back to the left, then he would go back to the right. Each time he'd be scoring straight left hands. He's not doing that as much. He's really not turning them. 3-3, all even.
I agree with Harold, although I thought the 5th round was close. You know, look at these two fighters' feet. They're both flat-footed. It's a flat-footed fight. It's not a Pacquiao up on his toes, bouncing all around as he normally does.
Oh, good shot.
Excellent left-hand shot by Pacquiao. Backed Bradley out of there.
These guys are loading up.
Well, Freddie Roach has preached throughout the camp that he wants to see a knockout or at least some physical damage. Bradley talked knockout all day yesterday, so why wouldn't they be flat-footed?
Oh. Both landing big shots.
In this round, previous 2 rounds were more tactical. This is more like what we saw in rounds 1 and 2. Good body shot by Bradley. And another good body shot by Bradley. Pacquiao getting the advantage upstairs. Bradley hammering into the ribcage.
Wonderful body shots by Bradley.
Watch the head.
What you see in Tim Bradley here, unlike Pacquiao, who's always seemed to be a force of nature, Bradley looks like he's trying to become a self-made great fighter. Like he's trying to will himself to greatness.
Fighting like a man possessed. Pacquiao landed a 1-2. Gets in a left hand there. Backs Bradley up. Goes to the flurry again.
Good combination by Pacquiao.
Pacquiao fighting more confidently now in round number 7. Backs Bradley into the ropes again. Now Bradley counters hard with the right hand. Pacquiao steps back up.
Pacquiao went for the home run in, though.
They both did, and they both missed.
Bradley's trying to pull the Marquez on Pacquiao, have him come in to set him up for the big shot.
Oh, that was.
By Pacquiao. Dangerous shot there.
Oh, that was good.
It's backfired so far this round. It's a big round for Pacquiao.
He won the round. And the crowd stands up.
Hey, you are, baby, you are. You're doing good. Don't lose that, Tim, please. Don't lose that shit. Don't lose the rhythm, Tim. Hey, you're doing good, and then all of a sudden you fucking lose your rhythm. Why? Tim, we're coming into the 8th round, baby.
Put your hands down. Rub their chest.
He see Pacquiao going for the gusto here. He thought he was hurt. He threw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 punches in the concession, trying to get him out of there.
And they were landing. A lot of them were landing.
And right before the bell, they came back. And once again, there's a beautiful overhand left on the hook. And Tim countered with an overhand right to the back of the head.
And now we're into round 8 of a scheduled 12. Pacquiao was 26 out of 75 in round 7, 14 of 56 for Bradley. Pacquiao building connect advantages now in both the power punch and overall categories, just as he did in their first fight. Harold Letterman has Pacquiao ahead by 1 point. The 5th round was a swing round. So if a scorer gave Pacquiao the 5th round, he might be up on that scorecard 5-2 instead of 4-3. Assuming that all other rounds were scored the same way, and some of them don't seem difficult to score.
Like the last one.
Solid combination by Pacquiao. Bradley drops his hands.
Bradley seems to have better success when he's slowly coming forward inexorably and imposing his physical strength and youth on Pacquiao and determination. When he tries to set Pacquiao up, maybe he feels like he has chances, but that's when Pacquiao does his best work.
Yeah, when he waits on Pacquiao, Pacquiao really lands his biggest punches.
Jab lands to Pacquiao, gets in another left hand. Bradley misses with the left hook. Jab lands to Pacquiao. Bradley clowning a little bit, mugging there, trying to pretend that Pacquiao may have wobbled him a little bit, trying to set Pacquiao up again.
Even though they were trading rounds early in the fight, it seemed to me that Bradley was having his way. And something's changed in the last couple rounds where Pacquiao now seems to be having his way.
This is a pro-Pacquiao crowd. They didn't like the notion that Bradley might have hit following a referee's instruction there. Good left hook by Bradley upstairs. Best punch in a while for him. 10 seconds to go in the 8th round. The 8th round ends with Pacquiao trying to corner Bradley. Relatively close round compared to the one before.
What did Bradley do to win it? You gotta win these rounds.
He's tired. Dictate the fight.
Stronger, better, and way faster. We're pushing back. Okay.
All you have to do is stay a little busy, okay? Wake the fuck up. Let's go. All right. Don't give up, baby. Hey, we're fighters, Tim. Okay? Yeah.
These are championship
Hey,
rounds, baby.
we're not fucking, we're not cowards, baby.
Ninth round.
Hey, Tim, we're fighters. No fucking cowards in this business. You got this? Yeah. Okay. Show me you got the control of this guy. Okay. Dude, he can't do shit to you no more. Stay fucking smart. That's all you need to do. And fight him in.
I don't think Joel Diaz is happy with where Tim Bradley is at this very moment. Copy box numbers through 8. Pacquiao 119 out of 391. Bradley throwing more, 407, but landing only 91. Pacquiao landing 20 more power shots by CompuBox count to this point in the fight.
Feels like Bradley, there he is, has to come up with something in this round maybe to change the course of the fight. At least get busier.
Pacquiao lands a little jab, lands the left hand there. Bradley just short with the left hook. Now he lands the right hand.
Bradley already doing some better work in this round.
Yeah, his range is giving Pacquiao a hard time. Pacquiao is either too close to him or too far away from him to do any damage.
I think that was more a wrestle move than a wobble from the punch. That one was a wobble from the punch. Now Pacquiao comes after it.
And the way his legs were flailing, that's how he hurt his feet in the first fight. Bradley.
Bradley's been off balance twice in the round. Only the second one, I believe, was from the impact of a punch. But Pacquiao believes he may have him going.
Well, his legs don't look great to me right now,
And I don't understand why Pacquiao won't go to the body zone.
Good right hook by Pacquiao. Another good right hook by Pacquiao. Another jab by Pacquiao. Now he unleashes the left hand. Bradley trying to counter off the rope. Pacquiao outworking him. Outworking him again. Bradley keeps looking to hit home runs. Pacquiao is content to hit doubles.
That's all Bradley planned to do. It's just what he said. He's trying to go for the home run.
And because he's not used to hitting home runs, he's actually throwing some arm punches and big looping punches.
Pacquiao just has to stay smart and make sure he doesn't get caught with one of those bombs.
He is controlling this round and seemingly gaining momentum still in the fight. good jab by Bradley.
Yes, it was.
I think he should box. I believe the knockout strategy is operating against him.
That was conventional wisdom heading into this fight. And early it looked like, no, maybe Bradley was right, but last several rounds, 3-4 rounds.
Swinging big for knockouts is not customarily Bradley's game. Focusing on distance, counterpunching, being precise, using his jab, that has been Bradley's game. Tonight, he seemed to want to hurt Manny Pacquiao with every shot. And right now, it's not working for him.
Hey, stop the bullshit, Tim. Stop fucking playing, dude. Here, coach. Tim. Okay. Okay. Every time you move back, you got that pain, right? Okay. Let's apply fucking pressure. Okay. Let's fucking win rounds, dude. Hey, the fight right now, it's even. It's close, fucking.
Get your defenses up. The jab will win your fight.
Easy guys get tangled up. Pacquiao missed a shot, Tim missed a shot, but Pacquiao's back leg hit Tim's back leg and knocked Tim off balance. You see it from this angle, watch Pacquiao's back leg right there, hit Tim's front leg and knocked him off balance.
Yep. Pacquiao was landing a little left hand there, but it wasn't the reason for Bradley to be off balance. Power punches in round 8. Pacquiao 14 out of 24. Bradley 10 out of 24. Pacquiao with an overall connect advantage in the round. Round 10 of a scheduled 12. You heard Joel Diaz tell Bradley the fight is even at this point. Not on Harold Letterman's scorecard. Harold, how do you have it?
I got an 87, 84, 6 rounds to 3, Manny Pacquiao. Jim, in my estimation, he's won 4 rounds in a row. Now watch this, it's very interesting. He bounces up once, bounces up and down once or twice, okay? Gives him a fake, then he comes forward, and Bradley always backs up. And, I can't see a big power puncher back it up. It's just, it's unreal. Bradley was coming forward all the time in the early rounds, and now he's backing up. You see how he's backing up? Pacquiao feints him, and he backs up, and Manny whacks him. 6-3, Pacquiao.
Right hand lands for Pacquiao.
Good hook over the top of the jab.
It just feels with these two that Pacquiao is the more talented, and so Bradley has to work harder to tread water. And that takes a toll on him psychologically. He takes his foot off the pedal sometimes because he has to floor it in order to stay even with Pacquiao.
And that's a very true assessment, Max. But he did make the adjustment from the last fight, because last fight he completely got outclassed.
And Max, when you say Pacquiao is more talented than Bradley, are you talking hand skills or hand speed?
He's the more physically talented fighter. I think he's faster with his hands and feet, though Bradley's quick. He has more punching power.
And he's making Bradley miss and countering beautifully in this round.
And he threw a good 4-punch combination on the counter that time.
And at this point, it looks like Bradley's going to have to run him into something to change this fight.
Good left hand and uppercut by Pacquiao. Another good Pacquiao combination. Bradley swinging big, not landing enough.
Meantime, give some credit to Pacquiao. He's been focusing on Bradley with a next level determined kind of guy in Bradley, a top 5 pound-for-pound fighter. Pacquiao supposedly a guy who doesn't have it anymore, and Bradley in his prime gunning for him, and at the moment, getting outclassed.
Yeah, Pacquiao's a guy that knows how and when to turn it on and how and when to turn it off.
Good combinations for Pacquiao. Bradley swinging big again with the right hand. More and more, Tim Bradley seems to be trying to turn this around with one big shot. While Pacquiao is letting it flow and landing combinations. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Speculation that later this summer he might fight Gennady Golovkin. What a matchup that could be.
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
Move side by side.
conditioning is great, dude. Open up those fucking lungs, and we're gonna win these 2 rounds, baby. Okay, the fight is real close right now.
We have to score and get out. All right, making this, okay? Yeah, it works. It works.
Here you see Pacquiao land a beautiful left hand right down the pipe on Timothy Bradley. As Timothy Bradley was moving back, but later in the round, you see Timothy Bradley bounce back and counter that jab with a straight right hand right down the pipe on Pacquiao.
Best punch of the round.
He's taking just as good as he's getting.
But that was only one of 12 CompuBox counted punches that Bradley landed in that round, whereas Pacquiao, according to CompuBox, had a brilliant round, 26 out of 46, and landed twice as many power shots in the round as did Tim Bradley. So at least by CompuBox count, Pacquiao is having his way against Bradley, but that was the case in the first fight as well.
We thought.
And by the way, if Harold Letterman's unofficial scorecard is correct, we're already into the stage of the fight where Bradley would need knockdowns or maybe a knockout to win it. But of course, we all know that Harold's scorecard in no way resembled what the official judges produced at the first fight.
Bradley's got a knot, it looks like, over his left eye.
And Pacquiao just finally landed a good straight left to the body.
After not having thrown to the body all that much. I can't for the life of me understand why Tim Bradley isn't trying to be more busy than this at this stage of the fight.
He's pretty tired, Jim. He put out some big punches throughout this whole fight, which is something that's very uncharacteristic of him.
When you swing big like that and you miss, it tires you out more, right?
It takes 5 times the energy to miss a big shot than it does to land a small one.
Bradley's pot-shotting pretty well this round. Meaning tagging Pacquiao with single punches from the outside.
Yep, will it be enough to win him a round?
Oh, good shot.
Good hard right hand by Tim Bradley. Over the top of Pacquiao's left. Pacquiao got a little lazy with the left hand there and allowed Bradley to hit him with the right. But as Harold Letterman pointed out, Bradley keeps backing up, backing up, backing up. Pacquiao baits, Bradley backs up. Left hand landed for Bradley. Pacquiao blocking the others with his gloves and lands a big shot. Another left hand down the middle. Nobody ever talks about Manny Pacquiao as a defender, Roy Jones, but what he does to block punches with his gloves is very impressive to me.
He has an awesome defensive stance. Very good reflexes, very good head movement, and wonderful hand-eye coordination.
You're looking to give Bradley a round in the last punch. I suppose this is your best shot to do it. I don't know that he won it. I don't know that he lost it either.
But that was the 11th round. There are only 3 minutes left to go in the fight. Feels like it's going by in 5 minutes. Last round, go in and out.
You gotta cut him out, okay? Don't follow him. Don't want him to
Okay, apply pressure, but smart pressure. We need this fucking round. Okay, so we gotta risk it, baby. Okay, but don't get dumb in this thing. So, last fucking round. When you go forward, throw punch to this, make a miss, and come back to counter. Last fucking round, go.
CompuBox numbers entering the final round. Pacquiao 175 out of 512. Bradley 130 out of 557. So Pacquiao has landed 45 more shots than Bradley, according to CompuBox coming to the last round. Power advantage, 131-98 for Pacquiao. Obviously, he had the CompuBox numbers advantage in a big way in the first fight as well. Harold Letterman did give the 11th round to Timothy Bradley, breaking a 5-round streak for Pacquiao on the Letterman scorecard. That is unofficial.
Bradley gave an unsteady feeling in the last round, but when you actually think about who was landing the punches, it was Bradley, ones and an occasional 1-2.
Pacquiao coming out a little bit more aggressively now to start the 12th. Big left hand by Pacquiao turned Bradley's head. Pacquiao lands a right.
Bradley is badly hurt from that shot still.
And Pacquiao doing a good job of jumping in and getting out before Tim can counter it.
Bradley started to throw a right hand. It looked like he was in slow motion after Pacquiao landed his left.
In case you're wondering, Tim Bradley's never had a knockout past the 8th round. Another good left hand for Pacquiao. Counter shot by Bradley. Pacquiao jabbing Bradley back. Lands the straight left again. More blocking of shots by Pacquiao with his gloves.
One of the best at catching punches with his gloves.
Pacquiao making Bradley miss and landing inside. Now we've got a minute to go.
Bradley needs something huge here. Pacquiao's the one who's hurt him in this round.
Bradley a little too long with the right hand shot. Now he lands one.
Stop. All right, boys, here we go.
The first fight was good. This fight has been even better. More violent, more intense. A headbutt. And Pacquiao has blood on his cheek.
You got an accidental headbutt.
First headbutt of the fight.
Luckily, with 12 seconds to go in the last round.
Time in.
In the last round, Monica Bradley left ringside to go and watch the finish of the fight in the fighters' quarters. It does get intense, doesn't it, Monica? And there's the damage from the accidental headbutt that took place in the last minute of the fight. And now Bradley is headed across the ring. Let's see if he actually makes contact with Manny Pacquiao. There's Pacquiao's mother. The intensity of her experience, and there it is. Harold, what's your final scorecard?
Look at you, I get a 116, 112, 8 rounds to 4, Manny Pacquiao. I mean, Jim, I thought he won it by backing up Timothy Bradley, you know, in rounds 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. He just took over the fight. Bradley came back in the last 2 rounds, did a little bit, but certainly not enough to catch up. 8-4, Manny Pacquiao.
And we ask you at 1 who you think won the fight at home, and there it is. 97% of you acknowledging your expectation that Manny Pacquiao has won this fight. 3% choosing Timothy Bradley. Roy Jones, what's your sense of the validity of Harold Letterman's score?
I think it's pretty close. The fight could have been a little closer than that, but I still think Pacquiao pulled it out again, like I thought the first time.
Harold, who are the 3 judges who scored it officially?
Okay, Chip. As I said before, Craig Metcalf from Canada, fabulous judge. I really like him a lot. Michael Pernick from Florida, one of the best, inducted into the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame, and Nevada's Glenn Trowbridge.
It was a dramatic moment last time. Let's go to Michael Buffer for the official result.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the MGM Grand, we go to the scorecards. Craig Metcalf and Michael Pernick score it 116 to 112. Glenn Trowbridge 118 to 110. All three judges have it for the winner by unanimous decision from Sarangani Province, Philippines. The new WBO welterweight champion of the world, Manny Pacquiao.
So when and where will the third fight take place?
I hope not too long from now. And where it takes place, I don't care. I just want to be there.
How about next week? They're both in pretty good shape.
Now we got to let that cut heal over Pac-Man's eye.
That's a great point. A positive benefactory moment for the two warriors who've said so much about each other. And now Pacquiao's mother with an exchange with Timothy Bradley. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The brotherhood of boxing. Final CompuBox numbers. And by smaller margins than was the case last time, once again, Pacquiao will show the advantages in CompuBox numbers. Landing 57 more punches. Throwing 64 fewer punches. Landing at a significantly higher percentage once again. It was 35-19 last time. It was 35-22 this time. Power punches. Pacquiao landing 43% of them. Bradley, 32%. Pacquiao landing 39 more and throwing 4 more. Punch zone shows you where the punches landed. Look at the difference in body